Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so loud.
Oh,
Yeah, but
really? Okay. Yeah, I can hear
nice,
you too. Okay,
nice.
cool. Let me just let me open your op.gg and then
Yes, sir.
so you have
We can.
3 accounts.
Yeah, okay. My main is my main, obviously, and then my the die for my sins account. I'm trying to practice my Varus and the Ezreal, and like I played on this account just to play with my friends, obviously, and duo with them. And then the other account, Kuwait Prince, is the one that is gonna be my main ult that I wanna play if I entered my main. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sounds good.
So now I'm just like practicing Varus and other champions like jungle and stuff on it. But before that, when the season was going, I used to just play the champions that I practiced after getting carpal tunnel, which is Kai'Sa, Lucian, Samira, and Tristana.
Oh shoot,
Just
is your hand okay right now?
oh yeah, I'm good. I got cleared on August, and then I moved to a new apartment on September, so I started playing from September until now, trying to like maintain my condition.
How long have you been in masters for?
I would say 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, the first season was me just trying everything I can to get there. I used to be a mid laner and jungler, and then then I decided to play ADC, obviously.
I see. Okay. Yeah, you have pretty good stats for
Yeah, on my champions that I play, I got good stats. I'm not gonna.
yeah. Really nice win rates.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tristan is like you just get ahead and then you got a snowball or you just lose. And then with Kai'Sa, the same
Yeah.
thing. You just play for lane. You get ahead. Lucian, I just dominate.
All right.
But
Sounds
yeah,
good.
Samira was not working this season, obviously, for some reason.
Samira, yeah, I personally feel like Samira is a very one-dimensional champion, right?
Yeah,
So with ADs is basically like you can play certain ADs that help you um expand into other champions. Um and some of those examples is sort of like Kaisa or like Tristana Zeri or even like Lucian, right? Or Ezreal.
yeah,
Basically these champions kits um are pretty standard and they like once you master them, they help you learn other champions a lot faster
yeah,
than say if you were just like a MF main or like a Samira main or even like a Draven main, right?
yeah.
Like
I used to play Draven, honestly, when I was Diamond,
yeah,
so
these
I feel
champions
that.
is like if you do main them and put a lot of time into them, um they don't necessarily help you that much. Like they'll still help you play other champions, but it will be a lot harder, right? Than say you like main Kaisa or
Yeah,
if you mained Tristana basically. Or even like a Jinx, right?
yeah. I,
Um
I just main these champions for solo queue because I feel like if they get ahead, you can make a difference, even if your team is inting. But
yeah, for sure.
the other stuff, you feel weak.
So is there like a specific champion that you wanna learn or like get tips for?
I would say like on-hit champions overall. Like I'm trying to learn Varus,
Hmm.
maintain him, and trying to learn Kog'Maw. But I yet didn't play Kog'Maw. Just because next season people are saying like the patches shows that on-hit champions are gonna be more meta than
I
the other
see.
champions. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, on hit champions just a lot of like clicking and kiting, and it's good to learn like that, like a really fast attack speed playstyle for ADCs. It helps a lot, and it transitions really well to other playstyles and other champions kits, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. Let me just look at your builds. Um,
Yeah, here I didn't know what to go second, so I just went Runons. Because last time I was behind and I got a Rage Plate, I didn't like I was doing negative damage.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would recommend is you need to change your runes. So like for on hit Varus, especially for like on hit champions in general, right? One of the most important items for on hit champs is Zerker Greaves. So
Yeah,
you'll see a
okay.
lot in a lot of my games that I'll like either rush this item or buy it pretty early on in the game, right?
Yeah,
And the main reasons for that is because the movement speed helps a lot for kiting different champions and like spacing, as well as like keeping you safe because ADCs obviously they're not the strongest role in the early game, right?
yeah,
So a lot of different people will try to target you in the early game, and especially if you don't have boots and they have boots, then they can like chase and run you down really easily, right?
yeah.
So that's why a lot of times I wouldn't recommend going magical footwear unless you know you're really sure that you don't want Berserker Greaves early, basically.
Okay, yeah, that
You know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then I don't know what's showing you that I went Q first. I went EWQ just to make sure.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just the OP.GG thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it showed my shit. I'm like, no, bro.
Presence of mind is okay if you really need the mana. Do you usually find yourself when you're playing?
Mana wise, sometimes, but I got biscuits anyways, so
Okay. So okay, let me just show you what I would do on Varus, okay? In terms of
yeah.
runes. I'm not sure if you hold on.
Oh yeah, I can see it on stream. It's fine.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is my Varus runes. It's pretty. You see it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
It's pretty like like niche. Like not everyone uses these runes, but this is like the runes that I've researched and like came up with.
Yeah, I tried going this and I tried going secondary sorcery, gathering storm and absolute focus.
Yeah,
But it
that's
yeah,
also fine.
yeah.
There are some people that like to do this in Korea. And it's just preference. Secondary is not really that important, right?
Yeah,
The
okay.
main thing is the primary. Primary is super important. So the reason I go Triumph instead of Presence of Mind is because recently in the past like few patches and changes, right? Triumph has like just been seeing a lot more play.
Yeah.
And this is just based off recent meta like shifts and data. You know, there's no like real reason, right? But like this is what more and
Everybody's
more
going
people have been doing on different champions. But it's just preference. This is just preference, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm just used to
Um,
go presence of mind. That's why I go it,
yeah,
honestly.
that's completely fine. It's completely fine. Overheal is also good if you want some extra overheal, right? And then the
I
most important thing is right here is the cut down. If you're against champions that are like tanky, right? Make sure you switch cut
yeah,
down
got
for
that.
Coop. Or if you feel like you can get a lot of value because they're diving you and stuff, then you can also do last
Yeah.
stand. That's also
I
fine.
I usually back then I used to go over heal, Alacrity and last stand when like they have a heavy poke lane or they are playing like dive comps. I don't know, does it make a difference or not?
Oh,
I think it's in my opinion it's super defensive. I just go it because I don't know, like I just feel like it's better to go
you mean over here or last stand?
over heal.
Over here, yeah, it is super defensive, but it also provides a lot of value because you are going lifesteal, right?
Yeah.
So over the course of the game, um, if overheal provides like I would say like over 1 or 2K worth of healing, it's already a lot of value. I mean, not healing, shielding, right?
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah, it
again, it's just
gives you shield
preference, right?
obviously.
So
Yeah.
you don't need to really think too much about it. Just make sure that whatever runes you're going, you're comfortable with, and the main thing I would say is try to avoid magical footwear for now. If you
Okay.
are really, you know, tempted on going inspiration second, you can do this instead, which is cookies and cosmic insight, because Varus really needs
Oh yeah.
like flash to play the game, right?
Yeah, obviously it doesn't
So
know.
you should, yeah, you can do this if you really want to go inspiration for biscuits or whatever, right?
Okay.
But yeah, try to avoid this because this magical footwear is very, very specific for ADCs, right? In very specific matchups and team compositions where you're 100% sure you don't need
Yeah,
boost
okay.
early game. So just keep that in mind
Okay,
while you're
gotcha.
playing ADCs. And then the second most important thing is just having cut down because cut down provides the most. Cut down is the best rune basically.
Do you always go cut down, is what I'm saying?
No, no, I don't. So
Okay.
I will switch. So in the game, I will like look at the what I'm against, right, and switch between these two most of the time. Very rarely will I go last stand, but in very very specific cases, I will, right?
Yeah.
But it's very specific, so I usually recommend to just switch between these two as to what you
Yeah.
like. But if you don't want to switch, I would just recommend cut down because cut down. The thing is, we're playing ADC, right? You're always because you're dual laning, you'll always be lower health than solo laners and junglers for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
cut down will always provide value, regardless if they're tanky or not. But when they are super tanky, it will provide the most amount of value, right?
Yeah.
But if you're like dominating lane and you're like snowballing, coup de grace is also super good. So it's just depends on the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go into the bot now. So I saw that you wanted to focus on laning
Laning phase.
phase
Yeah.
mostly. Okay.
Yeah. I think I like my CSing are dropping so much CS for no reason, I guess. It's not for no reason, but at that moment there's a reason,
Mhm.
and I just just drop it like to save somebody or like trying to trade, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah. It's just I mean
Oh,
we
and then I'm greedy in lane too. Like my back timers, I sometimes greed so much.
I see.
That's what I realize. Yeah,
Okay. Well, first of all, let's look at the compositions, right? You see my screen?
yeah,
Okay. So, if you are really really serious um about like playing the best game or like just like if you're just really serious about climbing, right, or improving,
yeah,
um it's absolutely really important to look at the team compositions in champ select as well as in loading screen to just the think about the game holistically and think about it as a whole and like what each
what should I
player
dodge? What I yeah,
yeah
what should I avoid?
what each player like pick
Provides.
exactly like what like the reasoning that they pick each champion, right, and the matchups going into the game.
Yeah,
And this will give you the biggest advantage if you're able to fully understand it and it's just off knowledge and knowing matchups and like what each player wants to do, right?
yeah,
So first of all, let's look at your team. Your team has Kled, Udyr, Mundo, and your MF and Rakan, right? So
Yeah.
what this tells me is that you have 4 melee champs. Rakan's semi melee. Um, but these guys are super tanky. Your mid jungle super tanky. Even your Kled is super tanky, right? Because of his passive and whatever.
Yeah.
And you guys pretty much just want to run them down, get into raid, and just like get a good Rakan like MF
Combo with
ult.
my ulti.
Exactly,
Yeah.
a wombo
That's
combo,
it.
and you guys are
Combo
really tanky,
combo.
right?
Yeah. And Udyr gets us picks. That's
Yeah.
it.
And you guys have a really well-rounded composition. The only thing is you guys are lacking AP, but again, it's solo queue, so these type of things they don't really matter as much as if it was a really
Yeah.
competitive game, right? So
Yeah. Obviously, it's gonna be way slower.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then understanding that, you look at enemy composition. They have Lilia, Master Yi, Vayne, Lucian, Soraka. Um, I would say enemy team comp picked a very
Solo queue team.
like yeah solo queue or like an individualistic team comp, right? They're really relying
Yeah.
on their own like ability to carry the game, and so just straight up looking at the comp, you can kind of realize that in objective fights, in team fights, you guys will probably have the upper hand, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And supposedly in like
It's way
skirmishes
easier.
or
Yeah,
laning,
it's way
it'll,
easier for us to win team fights than them.
yeah,
We
and
got an easy wombo combo, and they need to use their skills and
exactly.
timings. Yeah.
And then for the advantages for the enemies, like why did they pick like this, right? It's because um they believe it'll be easier for them to play the game like 1v1 or like 2v2, right?
I
And
mean,
like
it's solo
small
queue, so
skirmishes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they expect themselves to win every fight, I guess.
exactly. But knowing that, you can take advantage of basically the fact that um these 4 champions are super heavy scaling and farming wise, right? They need a lot of farm to do really well. They need to snowball and get ahead of their
Yeah,
counterparts.
they gotta play super quick.
Yeah, but like for your team, you guys are kind of chilling because you guys will win team fights regardless. The only thing you guys have to be worried about is like maybe super late game, you guys will get outscaled because they have Soraka, Vayne, Master Yi, right? These 3 champs
Yeah.
pretty much outscale all of your champions. But like
Yeah, but
any group fights, you guys will do really well in. So
yeah,
I
we
would,
shouldn't be in that position anyways because we have MF Rakan and we want to 5 for 5 early, I guess. So
yeah,
we avoid getting in that position
yeah,
to start off
exactly.
with.
But just that's just like before the game, like having this um like now like just having this thought process, right?
Yeah.
Will help you a lot in the game because you will see like what the enemy is trying to do and what you guys are trying to do, and like you can make your decisions based off that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just start into the lane. I see that
Okay.
you went PTA, which is good on MF.
Okay, yeah, so here, do I go deep blade because they have Lucian Soraka poke, and we rely on Rakan's W, or just we go longsword and triple pots? I
Okay,
want
yeah.
longsword triple pots just because I want sustain since they have Soraka, and I
Mhm.
obviously don't know this Rakan, so I don't like it's not a full commitment of trust.
Yeah. So the decision between Longsword and Thorn's Blade, it's again, it is preference, but the way you make this decision is you can look at it like the most important thing, which is just lane, right?
Yeah,
So if you believe that if you go Thorn's Blade and you can find an all-in timing to either kill them or push them back in the lane where you can get your first reset, you can get Thorn's Blade, right? Because even though Longsword has more sustain than Thorn's Blade, if you can, like if you can make a wave and then crash under the turret, and you get your first reset, then you can buy pots or you can buy whatever items you need. Then
yeah,
these 3 potions won't matter, right?
yeah, obviously.
But if you aren't 100% sure if you're able to do that, which in this case, I would say your lane is actually pretty hard. because
That is not easy to
yeah,
maintain.
Lucian,
Yeah,
Soraka technically should have prio on you guys because
technically.
they're pretty strong in lane. While you guys are the strongest at level 6, right? You see how
Yeah,
when you guys hit 6, you guys will have a way
yeah, we
easier
just
time
combo
against them.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But before 6, you guys, it's not gonna be that easy. So I would say that the correct choice, if you think about it, is longsword 3 pots in this case.
yeah. I just went forth for the sustain too
Yep.
because yeah,
Let me see what spell you get first. Okay. Okay,
that
you
it
see
was
my
between
screen, right?
W and Q. Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay,
watching
okay.
the stream,
All right.
the Discord. Yeah,
Okay, so you guys are this is I would say this is like overly respectful. You guys don't need to do this if they are cheesing in this balling brush, right?
yeah. We just
You guys would
die.
just fight. You guys can just fight in the minions, right?
Yeah, and
Because
then we
it's in
win.
your wave. So you guys should walk with the minions because this is
Oh,
being
okay.
overly respectful.
Respectful.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just
I just stayed there because Rakan is there.
yeah,
So
exactly. And Rakan, he's kind of
I
trolling doing that. So
I'm not sure. Like, yeah, I just don't want to end. And I was like, if he's faking, like, let's just fake, I guess.
yeah,
Which
it's
doesn't make sense.
yeah. I mean, it's okay. Okay, so this is good. So this is good. So pause right here, right?
Yeah, why did I hit this? I just want, like, I know they have prio, so I was trying to, like, over slow push this.
Yeah. Okay. So this is good, but this is good. This the reasoning is because you guys are first in lane. You're not sure if they're cheesing in these brushes or not, and now you
Oh,
know they
okay.
leashed,
That
right?
makes
Now
sense.
you know they
Yeah,
leashed, and so basically you know that their jungler is gonna path top, right?
yeah,
And their jungler started blue, and also your jungler, your top jungle smurfing. You guys they invaded their top side.
yeah, obviously.
So what this means is that your jungler should be
S-
massively ahead of their jungler.
Yeah, and you're saying that we gotta walk forward and zone them. Yes?
Um,
Or that's super
yes,
hard to
yes.
do.
I mean, so basically, what I would do is, first of all, you shouldn't do this, but basically, when the wave is right here, you can hit the range 1 time to aggro the minions onto this
Oh,
melee,
to,
and that's
yeah,
what I
from
do a
back.
lot in every single game. If you watch what I do in lane level 1,
Yeah,
to make them lose 1 CS, and it
okay.
is really big, but it's not like completely necessary, but it's like it will give you an advantage, right?
Yeah,
Um, but yes, because you're here first in lane, you should play for prio. Because
yeah,
regardless of the
should walk
matchup,
up.
right? If you're first in lane,
You should get
you're
a
gonna have to
prio.
push first, so you're gonna have the
Yeah,
prio, regardless of matchup. Matchup doesn't matter at this point, unless it's like a super hard losing matchup, right?
yeah, okay.
If it's like a really insanely hard matchup that even if you get the push, they still walk past the wave and just fuck you guys, then you just have to like farm, right?
Yeah,
But
obviously
but
just
this matchup is fine, and because you're first in lane, you should just push and try to get two first. It's really important, and it will help you a lot. You see, okay, so you auto this 1 time, right? And you queued it. What I would recommend is try to auto these minions as much as you can without um
hitting the ranged ones.
no, you can hit the range, but basically you auto these without crashing it. Without
Oh, yeah,
crashing this
okay,
wave, right?
yeah.
So you put the wave
Just,
here, but you make it pushing for you.
yeah, so it doesn't crash fast.
Yeah, so it doesn't
It's
crash
gonna
fast,
stack.
so you can stack another wave.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And then using your Q to try to poke them, so you can, yeah. So like, I mean, these are kind of trolling. Like, this Q was really insane, right?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
This Q just won you guys the lane, but theoretically, if they're not trolling like this, they will not get hit by this Q. Okay,
Yeah, it was insane he let it hit,
so
honestly.
basically, I would say I wouldn't recommend like doing this. I would like walk somewhere between these melees and range, right?
Yeah,
Pressure
okay.
them, and then you can Q these range to guarantee your Q.
Oh, to get more prio too, so they get
Yeah.
like scared, I guess.
Oh,
Threat
yeah,
them.
exactly. So you can threaten,
Yeah,
because right here your positioning is, like, behind your melee or behind your range, which is kinda
that is
like
super safe. Yeah,
it's kinda a little bit too safe, right? Because they also
yeah.
leash, so you have a big advantage.
Okay.
Alternatively, if you guys like, if you're like Ezreal Karma or something, you can be in this brush.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah,
Q
and then
them,
like, and then
kill
yeah,
them.
exactly, and then like poke 'em, make it hard for them.
Yeah.
But in this matchup, yeah, you can stand in your wave, but you should stand
Oh
like
yeah.
probably, in between your melee and ranged. Obviously, it will put you in more danger, so they can hit you, right? But it's
Yeah.
up to your spacing because you have the advantage here. So it's up to you to dodge Lucian Q, dodge Soraka Q, and then
Yeah, yeah.
Q these
100%.
minions and like
Yeah.
make it really difficult for them. But yeah, this Q is really good. Nice, you got the CS. Okay, so take note that what Rakan is doing right here, it's pretty good because he's pressuring, right? They don't
Yeah.
know what Rakan started level 1, and he's not showing it, which is good. And he basically he baited Soraka Q to hit him, and that's really good because he has a shield and he has like potions, right? And poke on Rakan doesn't really matter, right? It's about
CA
ADHD,
chance. Yeah.
like ADHP difference. So it's really an important lane to take note of the spells that that everyone uses basically, right?
Yeah.
So this time you have the push. You use your Q, so your Q's on cooldown, right? So this means if you walk up to Lucian and start fighting him, and he has Q up,
You're gonna lose it.
he should win the trade against you, right? Because
Yeah.
of his spell. Even though you're up HP, like it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter, right? This CS, so he had to auto Q this CS. Okay, now you see that he just used Q and he has his passive, right?
Yup. Oh yeah, he got his Q passive.
Yeah. So he theoretically, okay, now he's gonna hit you, and that's really good. Your Rakan's really good here.
Yeah, until I misclick my Q and then I control.
Yeah. So but yeah, this is good. If yeah, if you had the intention of hitting him here with your Q and auto, right?
I was trying to Q the ranged minions, like the ones that was in front of Soraka, but I hit the Soraka in a mistake. So I get out traded. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So right here, like you could have gone an auto Q off on Lucian basically, even if you flashed away. If you buffered it right here, right in this frame, you can auto Q Lucian for his like
Yeah.
passive auto.
Yeah. Trade back to him.
Yeah, and you know he's fucked. When you see this W coming in, you know Lucian's fucked, right?
Yeah, I mean he's in his auto
Yeah.
animation anyways too.
So when he flashes out here, theoretically you should be able to get your auto Q off. But if you didn't, it's completely fine. Okay, it's
And I
completely
just
fine.
don't try to.
Yeah,
Yeah, just back off.
but just back off. Just back off.
Yeah, just back off.
Yeah, because now Rakan already used a spell. So like I said earlier, right? You have to keep track of
He's useless. Yeah.
whose spells and what the cooldown is for each spell, right?
Yeah.
So once Rakan used this and he blew flash, basically Lucian's saying like he traded his flash to get his passive auto on you.
Yeah, obviously.
So obviously that's not worth it for him, right?
Yeah, that's so worth for us.
Exactly. So you
So I should
100%
have
take
just
this
backed
trade and
off.
just back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean this is still okay, and that was a really good auto. Okay, so all right. Yeah, so this kind of it's kind of BG that this it's about the Soraka Q and the PTA, right?
Yeah.
It,
But I thought of like I'm gonna get hit by that Q regardless anyways. I just like yeah, I was not prioritizing hitting PTA, but because I thought I'm gonna get out traded anyways.
Yeah, but you only got out traded because they procced the PTA on you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Just be wary of like PTA stacks. But yeah, after this auto, yeah, you're gonna get hit by the Soraka Q. You could have maybe like try to like
If I
him.
backed off in the first place, I'm not gonna be in this position. But yeah,
Yeah, but for this Soraka Q, yes, he's in range, but you can make it a little harder for him to hit you by basically like maybe like
dodging top.
path, yeah, dodging
Yeah,
up there because Lucian is like down here, right?
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah,
Lucian
is out of
Lucian
range.
kind of backed off a little too far when Soraka's walking up. Lucian could have kept walking here, and that would have
Yeah,
made it impossible for you to dodge a Soraka Q, right? If Lucian
yeah.
kept pressuring right now with Soraka, but since Lucian
Oh
backed off,
yeah.
it gives you like a
Move.
5% chance or like a 10, like a really small window to maybe dodge Soraka Q.
Yeah,
Really small, but it's possible if you like walked up here.
yeah.
Maybe
Instead,
you'll still get hit, right? Maybe you still get hit, but the point is it makes it
higher
harder.
chance.
Exactly, it
Yeah.
gives you a higher chance to maybe dodge it.
Okay.
And then okay, so in terms of pots, okay, so again, looking at this matchup, right? Soraka Lucian is a poke lane, right? While Rakan MF is an all-in lane.
Yeah, you just gotta survive.
Especially Rakan started W, so now you guys are hard committed to all-inning. Like some Rakans in this type of lane, they'll think about getting Q, maybe getting E, right?
Yeah.
To just sustain and like shield you guys. But since he already used W, he blew Lucian Flash. It's 100% worth it. But now you guys are fully committed to playing the all-in. So what that means is you have to spam your potion to be fully topped off,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm like
right?
yeah. I just have my biscuits for some reason,
Yeah,
trying to save.
because like the only way you guys win against them, right, is if you guys all in, right?
Yeah. Be full health and just one tap before they
Exactly, and
do.
get and like
Yeah.
either you one shot them or you get them to super low where they cannot fight back,
Yeah.
right? So in that case, you need to be full HP because your HP is like your
The window.
yeah, your
The
like
window for
weapon
them.
basically
Yeah.
to all in them. If you have full HP and they're like chunked, then that pressures them a lot more and gives you more chances to take another all in. On the next Recon W when Lucian CSs, you guys can look again, right? If you're full HP.
Yeah.
But
Obviously,
since you're like not
you gotta
that
respect.
healthy,
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta
then
respect.
now Recon is like, oh shit, maybe I don't know if I'm gonna W in because if I W in, maybe I'm at
Oh
can't
yeah.
follow
It's
up,
gonna
right?
try. Yeah.
Right.
Gonna get hit here.
Yeah. So this one, I mean, this one is hard
Yeah.
to dodge.
No, I mean I don't like. I shouldn't walk up for that because this was not low anyways.
Yeah.
There was no way of me doing anything.
So when you walk up like this, right? The only reason you do this is to bait their spells out.
Yeah.
And this is like the highest like the highest way of trading is baiting enemy spells out, right? When like with the way you're moving. And you'll see
Yeah.
like a lot of, players do this a lot where they just like walk and you're like, "Oh, he's trolling. Let me punish him with my Lucian Q." But you're doing this to bait his Lucian Q so you can dodge it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so if you had that in mind, theoretically, this auto or like this movement is not the worst. Yes, you get hit by Soraka auto, which you shouldn't. But if in the case that you don't get hit by this Soraka auto, and you're purely walking up in the intention to bait enemy spells out, then you should do it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But if that's not your intention is just to auto this minion for fun, then obviously that's bad, right? And you get hit by this Q, so
Yeah.
that's not the best. But because of these sort of trading mistakes,
They
and
get
the
too
fact,
ahead.
and the
Yeah.
fact that you're not using your potions because you knowing now you're an all-in lane, you have to be full HP, so you shouldn't use biscuits, right? You need to
Yeah.
use your red potion, and also you know how biscuits work with like lower health, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if like if you're really set on having biscuits in your game, right? You need to learn how to use your biscuit at the very last second in an all in.
Oh okay. That makes more sense.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you guys are having all in right now, right, and you guys are fighting to 1 HP, and then at the very last second of the auto or like second last auto, you pop your biscuit while you're
You
fighting him,
survive.
then
Yeah.
and you start kill, and then and then you're gaining like plus 50 HP plus like plus more even more than 50 HP like a second, right? That's how you like that's how you use your biscuit to win games basically.
Yeah. Win the trade.
Yeah. But using biscuits like this when you have potions, it's pretty troll, right? Then
Yeah.
you're not really like using
Respecting.
your biscuits that well. So in that case, then you maybe you shouldn't get biscuits, right?
Yeah.
But because of these trays and the lane like this, yeah, now it is super hard. Even though Lucian has no flash, he's not scared, right? He's like, I'm gonna just fuck you
Yeah.
guys up, right? Like look at him.
Yeah. It's like just yeah. I'm one hit.
He's kind of playing disrespectful, and this is only because, right? This is only because you got chunked so much
Yeah.
and you're not using your potions, right?
Yeah. Obviously.
Because the thing is, if you have potions, you need to use it.
Yeah. That is true.
And if you're gonna like not use your potions, then why are you even going 3 potions, right? You might as well
That's
just
true.
go Doran's Blade because then you'll be fully topped off, like, and you can just
Yeah.
keep fighting them
Probably.
till the death, till the
Yeah.
end, and you'll
Yeah.
be
That makes
stronger.
sense.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just
No,
okay.
they're roaming to us, so it's like
Yeah. Okay. So your mid jungle is chasing
they're
the
roaming
vein,
to us.
kill the
Yeah.
veins. Yeah. So even though this is like you guys kind of troll your lane, right?
Yeah.
But again, like
They committed hard.
yeah,
I don't think.
they're
Yeah.
trolling even harder because yeah, they didn't see the minimap, and so you guys they're just really dead now. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so you played this pretty well, and what I mean by that is like you let your
Not getting
team.
killed by
Yeah,
Q. Yeah.
exactly. You're not running in and killing yourself. You're letting your teammates kill them, and that's what you have to do, right? And that was really
Yeah.
good.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I have a question about this wave
hmm
because this Udyr is gonna come. Like, watch him. I like in my preference, I would freeze this,
Yeah, yeah. You guys should 100% freeze this.
but he pushed it, so I'm like, here, I don't. I committed pushing it, and it didn't crash.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what you have to do as the AD. So this is your wave, right? First of all, this is your wave. Like
Yeah, he
you're
shouldn't touch it in the beginning.
exactly, but you're super thankful and grateful that your mid jungle came
He
level 2
tanked.
and
Yeah,
killed you guys, right?
obviously.
But now you have to help them because you know what you want to do with this wave. You know you want to freeze, right? And deny Lucian as much minions as you can.
Yep.
So you need to help them because they helped you. You need to help them make the right decision, which is to spam ping
Not
and make
to.
sure they don't touch
Okay.
this wave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't spam ping, obviously.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to spam ping, but like at
Yeah,
least
yeah, yeah.
ping like one or two to
Communicates.
three times to make sure that they don't fuck with your wave.
Yeah.
Because if you freeze this, Recon should base. You can even think about basing, but of course you don't have any items to buy, right?
Yeah, and
So,
then
you don't really have to
early,
base.
and it's an early back for him too because he died early, so he's not gonna buy anything
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
to.
So like but yeah, you should just ping them back, and they should not touch this wave. And Udyr has 6 camps up. Like Mono needs to get back
uh
mid, right? So like
and it's free level 6, so why are we taking it, I guess?
exactly. So like like yeah, maybe Udyr wants 3. Some junglers will like want 3, but again, it's not worth to fuck up your wave to get 3. And then
Tears was fucked already, in my opinion. No? Like after he leaves.
after he leaves right here, if you pause right now, right?
Yeah,
Let's
I think.
count the minions, right? There's 2 melees for you. They actually have an extra like half range minion.
Yeah.
And if you see the aggro for the cannon, it's hard. Obviously, it's really hard to notice this in game. It's really hard, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah, yeah.
always make the
Because
right decision on this.
yeah, obviously.
But yeah, this wave is technically pushing back to you,
Yeah,
so
and here
you could still
I
freeze.
I I hit this wave and I was like, okay, let me at least make him lose cannon and then I'm gonna push.
Exactly. Okay.
Obviously.
So that's okay. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Um, but again, the best option is just to freeze. And if you see that this is still slow pushing into you, right? You can still freeze and think about recalling, right?
Yeah.
If you can recall, if you can recall, get items, get fully topped off, come back to the frozen lane, even though Lucian is gonna be here first because he died, he's gonna come here and push this. If you can catch the wave on your turret without losing much minions, right? That would be the absolute most optimal scenario, right?
Yeah.
But again, it's hard to like
Think
calculate
about
it
it.
calculate it
Yeah.
perfectly, but it's definitely something that you should think about when you're playing the
Yeah.
game and try to like at least try those scenarios because the more you try and the more you do it, then you can get better at it, right?
Yeah.
But this situation is kind of fucked up because right, even though Lucian died, he's coming back with full HP, full mana, and maybe he bought more items, maybe a couple
Yeah.
potions or something, so he can actually come and he's actually
And
still
kill
winning the
me.
lane, so he can actually freeze this lane on you guys and like fuck you guys up.
Yeah, that's what happens. So,
Yeah, so it's kind of like
here was hesitating if I want to fight him in my minis or not, but I didn't because I thought Soraka is gonna heal him up, and I'm gonna die. So I
yes,
just let him freeze.
yes, it, it it's
He,
it,
he
it's
it
probably the
was
right
not even
decision,
freezing. Yeah.
honestly, because you guys are just really chunked. But this is again, this is just the problem with right here. It starts right here. After you guys kill them, right?
Yeah.
You
Just
guys,
ping.
yeah, you just don't make the right decision to like with this wave. You just don't make the right decision. Right? And that's okay. That happens sometimes. And
Yeah. Yeah, I
but
mean,
this
so
is
too.
a
So
yeah, but this is a very very important like thing for bot lane, right?
yeah.
It's like after you kill them, what's the wave state? What are you gonna do with the wave? Can you crash this wave? Basically, if you guys are able to crash this wave, like if say Rakan is like 70% HP right now,
Yeah, I mean, we can even
yeah,
still push this, and he walks up and he dies instantly. Like it's not even
exactly,
close.
exactly. You guys should try to hard push this wave, right? This wave is super
Yeah.
important to crash on the turret so he doesn't freeze.
Yeah,
But
this is what I'm saying with hesitating. I'm like, this Rakan is gonna get popped, and if I'm
yeah,
trying to trade with Lucian, Soraka is gonna heal him, so it's like a lose-lose. So I might as well just leave.
yeah. This is just a lose lose, and you just have to leave. You just have to give them this freeze. So
Yeah,
you make the right
that's what
decision here.
happened.
But ideally, right? If you guys have like if Udyr fucked up the wave at this point, honestly,
Just full
yeah.
push
If
it.
if you guys can just freaking like one shot this wave together and just like crash this in the turret, because the whole point is you
Yeah,
need to crash the wave on the turret, right?
yeah.
You cannot
Crash before he comes, so I can back
exactly.
or yeah,
So maybe you just push it next time. Like if
yeah.
you forgot
Okay.
if you fuck up and like you didn't ping him back and he fucks the wave, then then you just have to like keep hitting.
Commit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fully
commit.
commit. Tell him to help you because he's the
Yeah.
one that
Okay.
he needs to take
Started the mess.
responsibility to help
Yeah.
you, right? Because he
Yeah.
fucked up your wave, so now he has to help you push this.
Yeah.
Even Mundo just stay and push it together with you
Yeah.
guys. Yes, you guys are gonna share like 4-man XP on this wave, so it's obviously not ideal. It's a pretty fucked up situation. You'll probably be under leveled than Lucian when he comes back. But again, like you guys, you guys made the mistake, so you guys have to try to band-aid it, right?
Yeah. Gotta just fix it together, I
Yeah.
guess.
Or you have to just like you guys have to just recall
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
other
What?
decision.
Yeah.
Just recall right now.
The other idea is just when we kill them, just instantly back with Mundo.
Yes,
Was
yes.
it a good call to do?
Um,
Honestly,
honestly, like
like I ping him off and then just leave. Like
yes,
when
yes,
he leaves
yes,
right now, I'm like, okay, let's back, boys.
yes. Because you can buy an item.
Yeah. Obviously.
Because you can buy an item. If you cannot buy an item and you have this potion ticking, so you're gonna be full HP, right? Then you don't have to
Yeah.
base, and you trade items for your XP. Basically, you're trying to get an XP lead over Lucian, and you're trading that.
Yeah.
But but yeah, since you can buy an item, you should just base. You can buy boots, buy refill, buy whatever you want, right? Buy dagger if you want,
Yeah.
longsword. And because the wave is freezing, then you're gonna be making in time to catch the next wave, right?
Yeah.
Especially with
Obviously.
your MFW, right?
Yeah.
Okay, coming back. Let's see what you buy.
Okay. Another question: should I buy pink wards early? Yes or no?
Um,
Or it's a matchup thingy?
Yeah, it's a very dependent on matchup, very dependent on like where
Okay.
your jungler's pathing, like how everyone's playing. But in this
Okay.
case, if you have the extra gold, um, first of all, prioritize refill.
Oh, okay.
Ref
Yeah.
in early game scenarios, refill is gonna give you the maximum amount of value out of any item in the game, right?
Yeah. That is
So
way worth.
level 2, you should get refill absolutely here. And because right here you actually do have the perfect gold to buy a pink ward, so you actually can get refill and a pink.
Yeah, but I buy pot.
Yeah, but you buy pot instead, so it is pretty big. Like this
It is not
refill,
bad, I
yeah,
guess.
it's not bad that you buy a pot instead of refill, but like this refill, it could potentially like win you the lane. Okay, just like
Yeah.
being completely
Okay.
honest. So
Okay.
really prioritize refills when in these type of lanes. Say Soraka is not. Say it's like you're against Nautilus instead of Soraka. Okay,
Yeah.
and like you're really confident that Lucian is not gonna outpoke you. In that case, your buy is actually good because you're actually saving money and intentionally not buying a refill to save money because you understand that you just buy this potion for the all-in if you're against Nautilus, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So say you guys are Rakan versus Nautilus, right? And it's just you're both sides are all inning. It's 100-0 or 90-0, right? And it's not gonna be like much poke.
Yep. Yeah.
Then in that case, yes, buy the potion, save money on refill. When you guys fight the all in, then you pop the potion for some extra HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this lane, so you're coming back to a frozen lane, so and also Lucian's
Just
level
want to
3.
crush it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
so
want
it's,
to
so
crush
it's
it.
pretty fucked up for you guys, but you want to prioritize crashing it, and you can spam all your spells. Yeah, even E here, even if you E this wave, it's really good, right?
I think I do at one
Yeah,
point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's really good because
Thank you. Here, I don't know why did I. That
this,
was worth or not? Queuing him.
um, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, it's worth. Yeah, so this once the wave is like right here, then do whatever you need to do to like crash it, right? That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
This
I was like,
word
here, let
this
me
word is
just
kind of not the best, but it's okay.
nothing to do. So honestly,
Yeah, I mean it's good to save it and like word it
yeah,
when you need it basically, but
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah.
that,
It's pretty
that's
small, so it's whatever. This okay, this is okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I mean this is good because
this guy dashes in.
this
I
is
think
this is good because you see this
Soraka's far away.
exactly, Soraka's far away, so you see this like triangle.
Yeah,
This triangle is like it means it's 2v1 and Soraka's
yeah.
far away. So the using this E here, using all your spells to fight Lucian here on the all in like this is really good. So this was the
Like
correct
I
decision to
wanted, yeah, I wanted to recount just when I eat, jump in immediately, but he didn't.
yeah, he's like waiting.
Yeah,
Honestly, he
he's waiting the dash,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah. Actually the correct thing for Rakan to do is actually just like auto Q and then just back off. Like he doesn't need to
Yeah,
W at this point. You already win this trade, right? He
yeah.
should just back give you the Q
Just walk it
heal.
off.
Yeah. Um okay, so this is fine. Just be careful. Okay, because you have Rakan shield, this is good. But say Rakan doesn't have like shield, right? Be careful after he uses W, that's all the pressure that Rakan has. Right.
Okay, so I'll wait his W. If it hits, I go in. If he doesn't, I just leave. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what you
that
want
makes
to do.
more sense.
And that's the same thing for Nautilus, Leona, like any type of hook champ or all in champ. When he has the spell and he has the angle to use his spell on the opponents, you should look to for a fight and look for an all
Yeah,
in. But when that spell is on cooldown, then you need to be really careful because that's the time enemy can punish you guys, right?
yeah.
And these trays, obviously,
Or
they're not
until
not the best, right?
yeah, I just like at that moment I was like an extra long sword, so I was like maybe we can do more damage. But it's solution passive, so I don't know why did I do that and
Yeah,
just
it's also so like this is the thing is right. Is like yes, you are up a longsword, but do not tunnel on these small like longsword things because
okay,
even
yeah.
though you're up, you're up an item, but it's 350 gold. It's not like the most insane thing. It's like you're up
Yeah, it's
eight
not gonna
880.
do. Yeah.
the more important thing that you should recognize is that these guys are a poke lane, and they have infinite sustain with Soraka and range, right? And you guys are an all-in lane,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So
So I gotta be healthy.
so exactly. So you have to be full HP. You have to play for all in. Understand that they
Yeah.
outrange you, so you want to get in range and then fight them, and
Yeah.
don't let them kite you with their range and like out sustain you.
Yeah.
So Udyr is going around trying to play for a dive, but it's really impossible.
No, I think he comes, but it was like after we fucked up that lane,
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, this is really good that Udyr's punishing like them like this, and this is what he should do, right, against a Soraka Lucian that's playing
Yeah.
overly
Obviously.
aggressive. But again, like this is this is still you guys losing 2v2
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
where
we
you
lost
guys
lane and then he saved us.
exactly, right? But it's not something that
Should happen.
like should happen like this basically. Like you get in a 2v2 scenario, you guys still lose if you guys are both playing like if the skill level is the same, right? You guys will
Yeah.
lose a 2v2 and you guys will probably be down CS and like they'll probably get the first base off.
Yeah.
But in
uh,
in like a long drawn out lane, not like like this, right? This is like too fast.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so okay, let's just move forward. This build, let me see what you bought. Okay, yeah. So this buy, right, is actually fine, but
Yeah, I
only
was
but it,
debating between
the
the
new
Noon
quiver, right?
Quiver and yeah, and the pickaxe,
Yeah,
obviously.
see,
Yeah.
see, see. The reasoning why you cannot really buy new quiver here is because you have magical footwear.
Oh yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? Because if you have, say you say you don't have magical footwear, right? You buy new quiver boots and a potion here. That's
Yeah.
100% ideal, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because even with pickaxe, y- like, are you
It's
guys
not
gonna
too much
really kill
value.
them? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah,
add so much value in there.
exactly. Because if you guys say if you have a Nautilus, you can think about getting pickaxe because maybe you can just one shot them 100 to 0, right?
Yeah, he just goes in,
Yeah.
ignite, auto, just 1v9.
But
Yeah.
like with a Rakan, yes, you have pickaxe, so you have more damage to like one shot them. But like it's really hard for you guys to kill 2v2, right?
Yeah.
Especially with Lucian Dash and stuff. But it's just a small thing. It's not that big, but it's still something to consider.
That's what I debate so many times when I'm in this position. And here I was trying to save it so I give wave, obviously. I don't know if it's a play to do or like I should let him die. I obviously get shit on, but because I walked up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 100%, you need to think about your teammate and saving him, right? Because
Yeah.
think about it from his perspective. He killed mid level 2, right? And he came down with his mid laner to kill bot lane again. So Udyr's absolutely smurfing this game, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I
Udyr
was
is
like, let me just save him.
exactly. So your CS doesn't matter. You need to save Udyr because he's like carrying you guys and like he's doing really
That's
well in
what
this
I'm
game.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what you're doing. But your
And here
mistake,
yeah,
yeah,
I shouldn't walk up second time,
exactly. Your
isn't it?
mistake is just to save him. Is to
Slash
do
heal
the
him.
absolute minimum for you to CS. So you should still focus on farming. You look at this and farm. Like stand right
Yeah.
here. Stand by the wall, right? Look at
Yeah, and
Udyr and
watch
it's
the
like, oh shit,
CS.
Udyr needs help. I need to help him. I have heal. I can like auto them, right? Try to save him.
Yeah.
But as you walk up, CS, get the minions, right?
Oh yeah, I'm like yeah,
Because
my screen is
you need to get these minions.
yeah.
That's all the goal that you're missing, right? But
Yeah, and
again,
then here I shouldn't
priority
queue.
is to save. Yeah, priority is to
Yeah.
save Mr. Udyr here, but you need to try to farm it and save him. And here, you're just really close in range. Like you need to be
Respect.
maximum range, right? Because
Yeah.
Udyr is running, so this is a losing fight, right?
Yep, obviously like there's no
Yeah.
shot I'm gonna
So
win
you
that.
just want to save Udyr and peace out, basically.
Yeah.
And that's all you want to do. And this is just
Trying to
trying too much. Like you're just being over aggressive here. Like
yeah,
yeah, you're
that
not gonna win that one. But again, right? You see how this is really fucked up because Lucian died 2 times, right?
yeah.
He made 2 game losing mistakes, causing him 2 deaths. but he's still fucking you guys. Udyr is
Yeah,
here.
we
He's still fighting you guys. He doesn't care, right?
obviously.
And that's just like the lane. That's just like the champion diff. It's not really like he's not really outplaying you or anything. It's just his champion is better
The
early game.
end lane.
Yeah, and in lane exactly. So you just have to take it and like you just have to respect him. And basically,
Yeah.
if you don't
Here,
imagine
yeah.
if you don't do this right, and you're like full HP, you save Udyr here.
Just heal and
Yeah, yeah,
CS
you can
instead
you
of
can
walking
heal
up. Yeah.
exactly, and you CS, and you're just farming. Just farm to 6 because once you're 6,
You just win
you just win. Exactly,
with
you just
yeah,
win.
with Rakan's ulti.
Yeah. So again, this does he freeze? Okay, let me see.
I love that because he did like it was not in a freeze position because
Yes,
his minions was hurt.
yeah, he
Like
fucked up
in
here. He fucked up here.
yeah, so I backed instead.
Yeah, that's good.
Like here he pushed this and I was like, okay, he killed the melee minion. I don't need to stay.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, nice. That's really good. So this you get a free recall off, and he should push. Yeah, he pushes, and yeah, this is really good for you. So now you just want to farm and just freeze this. That's good. In these type of scenarios, make sure you tell your mid laner that their bot lane's missing and they can potentially roam mid, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
In
yeah,
the
yeah.
in this case, it's Soraka, so it doesn't do anything. But in other games, like we should,
Yeah, I pinged that one,
yeah,
but that was super late. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Okay, right. So you hit 6 here. So you see this wave, right? You guys need to crash this wave, right?
Yeah, that's why we're stacking it, obviously.
Yeah, and so Rakan shouldn't really do
But we
this.
can't. Yeah, I like that's what I thought. I thought
Rakan's,
he should walk up and then W him because I have ulti.
yeah, yeah. He needs to like play
Uh,
with you, and you guys need to play with this
yeah,
wave. But this basically you let him trim the wave, and he can do whatever he wants with this wave, and he's of
yeah,
course he's
but
trying to
because
freeze.
Rakan is not doing anything. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if this
exactly.
is my fault or his fault. Obviously, here I fuck up the angle, but
This is like this all in is a mistake of like not playing with the wave. It's like you guys just
yeah,
left the wave. These minions, right, are super important, and you guys need to protect your
yeah.
minions.
I didn't walk up to that specific wave because he has ulti. So I thought if like I'm alone, so if he dashes ultis me, I'm like 1 HP anyways.
Yeah,
And then obviously the mistake of the angle, ulti angle was not it.
but this scenario is actually fucked up because now even though you guys are playing this game better than their bowling because you guys didn't die, right? They died twice. Um,
Yeah.
because you guys fucked up with this wave, now this scenario is actually super fucked because Rakan's level 5, Soraka's level 6, so they hard win all in against you guys, past minions because they can kite you. Lucian can ult you, right?
Yeah,
And
like
so he
that's why I
just
was stacking it because I thought Rakan has the idea of us fighting since I
yeah,
had 6, but
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Lucian just dashed in, so this is just Rakan missing W. This is just Rakan missing W. He just he you see how he pinged Soraka, so he's trying to go for Soraka, which he can't.
I
He
mean, I'm
already
not even in
exactly.
close.
He already fucked up by like not playing with the wave, and then he kind of just fucked up. So this is just really fucked up.
Yeah,
This
this
is really
is like
fucked up. This is
it
just
is
really
what
fucked
it
up.
is. It
Yeah,
happens.
but
Yeah.
just once he misses the W, you don't have to ult, right?
Okay.
Because you
No,
see,
I
yeah,
ulted just like I was scared of this guy dying. So I was like maybe my ulti's gonna scare them off and then he's gonna but I missed my ulti anyways.
yeah. It's just like Rakan fucked up. This is like you can technically fight here.
Yeah.
It's a losing fight. Recognize it's a losing fight, but you want to like just at least try, right? At least try to do
Get
something.
the best out of it. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. But understand it's a losing fight. When Rakan misses W, now it's really fucked. So now you just have to auto Q and just back. Just fucking
Okay.
just have to run. Save your
Yeah.
ulti because your ult doesn't do anything,
There's
right?
yeah.
Your ult,
Just wait the next
yeah,
W
yeah. You
of his
just waste.
ulti.
You kind of just wasted your ult because
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything. It just hits them for 150 like
Yeah.
150 damage. So
Yeah, it was not
But
easy.
you just have to back. Make sure when you recognize it's a losing fight,
Just
do not get
commit.
baited by your support. Do not commit. Right? Just have
Yeah,
to run.
okay.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out. Get the fuck
And
out.
that's what I was saying by I'm trying to to help people survive, like save them instead of playing for me, I guess.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest mistakes that ADCs do, and it involves every carry position. And even a lot of times I still make the same mistake, right? What you're describing,
Yeah,
because like you are the carry, you're the AD carry, so you need all the resources, and you need to play the game that you see fit for you to carry the game, right?
yeah,
But of course, your teammates are one of the most like the extremely most vital part of you carrying the game, because if your teammates are just running it down, you're not gonna be able to carry the game. You're just shooting like you're just
do
useless,
well.
right?
Yeah, yeah, it is
So
what it is, of
so like you
course.
have to balance between helping your team as much as you can without sacrificing
As much, yeah, so
yeah, without
much.
sacrificing your own like gameplay as much as you can, right?
Yeah,
And that's an extremely hard thing to do, so it just comes with practice, and like you just have to just keep playing like that, right?
yeah.
But
And what
never
do you think about this buy, honestly?
this you mean
This
your
buy.
boots buy?
Yeah. Do I buy berserkers or do I buy I bought plates obviously because it's Lucian and it's so good against Lucian.
Mhm.
So I bought that instead of berserks. But and I'm playing MF like the damage MF,
Mhm.
not the 30. So I was like, I'm not gonna auto so much as I rely on my Q or ulti.
It just depends on how you want to approach the game. What you're saying by buying boots right here is that you're clicking tab, you're recognizing that you guys are winning in the game, and you're recognizing that Udyr is 4-0, right? And you
Yeah.
guys are having a really tough time in laning phase, right?
Yeah, that's why I bought it too. I was like, we're getting like
Yeah,
mistakes are happening, so I'll just buy
exactly.
this. Or
So this is just to like survive and like cover your butt
yeah,
basically. And you're just
yeah,
like, okay,
obviously.
let me take a step back. Let me buy Ninja Tabis, right? And let me
Yeah,
just chill with my ulti, and like Udyr will carry my ass because this guy's
yeah,
4-0. He's absolutely
yeah,
smurfing.
obviously. That's what happened, obviously. I was like,
Hmm.
wait a minute, it's like I'm behind in CS when I
Yeah.
shouldn't be, so I was like, okay, let me just fucking play safe. Let me
Exactly.
not
And
die.
that is absolutely like a correct way to play the game, right?
Yeah,
Even if you're AD carry, it's like that is the correct way to play the game if that is your approach. But
yeah.
in a different scenario where that isn't your approach, and you're trying to like carry
Like
the
if I
game,
was yeah, if I was even CS, I would buy Berserks, honestly, and
yeah,
just
yeah.
try to run him down.
But also I would say like in this case, because you see you already committed with magical footwear, so you got your free boots, right?
Yeah.
In this scenario, you should actually buy more damage and just not upgrade your boots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because upgrading boots right here is it's not really giving you that much value,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you already have like you're getting it kind of late at 10 minutes. Like it's still
Yeah.
fine, of course, right? And
Yeah.
if you're really trying to like just play safe with this tabby spy, it's not wrong. But right here, just buying
Yeah.
new quiver is so good. Buying new quiver
Moon
cloak,
Quiver
right?
and yeah. Yep.
And then just getting some pots, maybe a pink ward is just really, really good,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So you should definitely do that instead in this scenario. But in like in the case where you just really, if you really for whatever reason you really want this ninja tab, you really want to play safe, and you feel like you really need this, right? Just get
Yeah.
this, get the refill, call it a day,
Okay. Yeah.
and
That
you're
makes sense.
chilling, and you're chilling. So you come back into lane. Okay, so this is what you need to do is every time you come back into lane, look at the wave state. What is this wave, right? This
Yeah.
wave is
It's back
pushing.
pushing back to them.
Yeah. So what your goal is you need to crash the wave again, right?
Yeah. Instead, like, uh, yeah. I guess I wasted time doing this.
I mean, no, this isn't wasting time. This is good because you're protecting your pink ward, right?
Yeah.
But what I mean is like you have to have the thought that okay, this wave is fucked. This wave, we need to crash this wave, because if Lucian freezes on you, there's nothing you can do,
Yeah.
right?
Obviously.
And Rakan is basing, so like as long as
Okay.
you have
So
that in mind, that's the
okay.
most important.
Yeah. So since here, like, here the wave is frozen, so I decide to push this.
Mhm.
And like instead of pushing this, I had an idea in that game, like specific time. I had an idea to roam instead of this because this like there's no way I'm gonna contest this wave.
Mhm.
So should I just drop this like wave and just roam, or
Yes.
it's gonna be bad?
Yes. So
Since Rakan is not here, I cannot even like walk up. This is like way impossible to do.
exactly. So so like as an AD carry, you need to adapt, right?
Yeah,
You know, you're not the most like self-sufficient role. In fact, you're probably the least self-sufficient role, unless you're playing like a self-sufficient AD, right?
yeah,
But yes, you're absolutely correct that you need to just roam right here. And what roaming
yeah.
does is it pressures the enemy balling the push, basically.
To
If
crash
you go
it,
fog.
yeah.
But don't but when you're roaming, try your best to stay out of vision.
Oh yeah.
Right. Because if they
Only
see
if
you
it's
roaming and they ping their mid laner back and they're just freezing balling, then you're not gonna be able to do anything. But because
yeah,
this is pinged, you see that you see dot is also pinged. This is perfect. This is what you absolutely should do,
yeah. Okay.
and this is really good. And I believe, I mean, if Lucian is like actually thinking about the game, then yes, he should he should freeze
Just freeze
this,
it.
and then
Yeah,
once he sees you like roaming a little bit, then and he's worried about mid, then he can start
crash it.
pushing, right?
Uh,
So now he's pushing based off your roaming, let's say, right? And you guys are fighting over pink. This is really good. This is really good. It just sucks you
yeah,
don't have ulti,
yeah.
but yes, Udyr's here as well, so this is really good. So yeah, see, this is all because like you
It
know,
ended up well, obviously, but
yeah, but this is all because you wasted ult right here,
uh,
right? It's like,
yeah. Oh
uh,
yeah,
right. So if you imagine, because your ulti is such a long cooldown,
yeah.
imagine
Oh
if you start fighting this ping and you had just ult right now.
yeah. There's no shot they're gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
after he flash I
yeah,
ulti,
yeah,
there's no shot he's gonna survive.
yeah. But this again, this is what you want to do because of the matchup. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because you and Rakan, you outside of lane, you guys are way better than Lucian Soraka.
yeah. Like they're in a choke point anyways. There's no way of them dodging the W. Like this guy's W
Yeah.
if he ulted, obviously.
So any fight outside of lane, this is really good, right? But in lane, it's really hard for you guys to play. Okay, that nice. That was. I mean, personally, I actually still wouldn't ulti because I Soraka can actually just walk out of it. He kind of.
Yeah, he decided to walk with his solution.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously, if he walks top, I think he
yeah.
doesn't happen.
Yeah, so I mean, this ulti is still kind of questionable, but you killed him, so it is what it is.
I wanted to cancel here, but I saw him. He's like 10%, so I committed fully to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like here,
But again, like I said, ulti
yeah,
when enemy CC'd, right? You see Rakan
yeah,
W's, they
obviously,
use both flash. Save your ulti, because there's always gonna be another CC for you to combo your ulti with.
yeah, okay,
So you should wait for a better
yeah.
opportunity to ulti.
And second reason I ulted because they don't have flashes, so I thought maybe we're gonna do more damage and they're just gonna pop.
Hmm. Yes, so you want to crash this wave? It's good that you're staying here and you're pinging them.
Yeah, but nobody like I don't think I can walk up alone.
Yeah, no,
Anyways,
yeah, exactly. So the now it's good that you're thinking about recalling. This is all
yeah, but
correct. This is all correct.
okay. So here, this way, this technically wave. Should I just leave it or should I commit it to backing? Like on this wave, should I just clear this or just commit to back, not canceling my back?
Um,
Like I
okay.
stayed here because he canceled me,
Yes,
obviously.
yes. Okay, so you first these are like these are a few mistakes, okay? First of all,
Yeah, here, this time, like
yeah.
at this point, before I even walk up from this bush, should I commit this recall?
First of all, this is the most important thing, okay? Is you look at enemy HP, right? You see Lucian's really
Yeah,
chunked, but he has mana.
yeah, and I don't,
Yeah,
and
you
I
don't have
have
mana,
HP.
but you have HP, right?
Yeah,
But again, he has Soraka, so he can
yeah,
technically
HP
heal up,
doesn't
right?
matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
HP doesn't
But
matter.
but you still want to save your mana, right?
Yeah.
So these minions, this is the first mistake, is using your mana
To
to kill
yeah,
these
Q double.
minions.
Yeah, okay.
So now you're Now you're completely Lucian doesn't even need Soraka at this point. Soraka can go mid and he's still gonna stay and push you in because he
Yeah.
has mana and you don't. So that's the biggest that is the biggest mistake, right? The second mistake is just recalling. If you're gonna recall a safer spot to not get cancelled,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get cancelled, staying here is correct. You can okay, nice, you get all the minions.
Yeah, I mean this guy like oh yeah,
Yeah.
this was the I don't know what counts something for me.
Okay. It's really good that you survive, that you like don't die to this.
I
Like
stayed here honestly because Kled pinked. He just pinked, so I was like, okay, let me just stay. And this guy tanked. I don't think I win if Rakan didn't do what he's gonna do now.
okay. This is
I saw Kled pink, that way I committed in that bush, and then here it's like
oh, nice, nice. Yeah, that's good.
1v9
That's good.
3.
Yeah,
And then
this
I saw I think I should have just backed for the minions instead of committing for this.
no, that's fine. That's fine. You should yeah, you should try to kill him. You try to kill him.
Yeah.
You don't need the minions
Okay.
here. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
just try to kill them.
Okay, yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was griefing.
But the grief part is like you kind of not managing your resources well, which is your mana, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm not giving respect
And
to
then
them.
yeah, and then also the recall the position to like where you're recalling, you should recall at a better spot, right?
Yeah. And then I don't know what's happening with this master
Yeah.
key anyways.
Yeah. I mean, this turned out to be good, but again, it's like
Rakan smurfing for the
yeah, yeah.
last
Like
game. Yeah.
you could have like played it better basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in the end, because you guys are punishing them, and even though you're getting punished in terms of laning and CS, you don't actually die.
Yeah.
So again, the trade-off is 100% worth it for you. Is giving up CS to get kills, right? And that's just
Yeah,
always worth it.
second thing. Is this griefing or not? Waiting the to get plates. Sharing plates.
This is only grief if okay. So this is what you have to ask yourself, right? Look at the Lucian timer. He's gonna spawn in 11 seconds, right?
Oh yeah, that's why I stayed because I thought he's gonna take longer to come, so I'm like it's okay for me to stay.
So basically, this right here is like about tempo,
Yeah.
and it's just like how you want to use your tempo. If you want to use your tempo for these plates, it's fine. Especially if you need an item. But I would say because you already have enough for your Kraken,
Yeah, just back.
you can just back and like you can maybe I don't know you can like laning phases are gonna be over soon, right? So you can maybe go top if you want or like go mid. It's up to you, right? So yeah, you went top here.
Yeah.
It is up to you, but again, this getting this plate is not the worst thing because you get some extra gold. You kill some plates. The only thing is recalling here is usually pretty bad because
Uh,
you're
I
kind of showing them what you're doing, right? You're just recalling in front of them.
oh okay. I
Yeah.
thought because they're dead, I can do that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you 100% can do it, but like again, it's about giving people information. Like,
Oh yeah,
you don't
okay.
really want to show them that like, okay, this guy's 100% recalling. Let's just do whatever we want, right?
Let's go mid. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fight there. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it's like it's a small thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went Gale Force here. Um, okay.
Hey, I just got Gale Force because they're the Lucian has a dash, so I was like
So you just want to use it to survive, basically.
survive and they're squishy, so I thought if somebody's running away, I just E them and Gale Force and they just die, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know if it's like it's the best way or not.
I would say it's definitely like one way to play the game, but it's I would say in most scenarios, like in 90% of scenarios, you usually don't want to get Gale Force on MF because it doesn't really synergize that well with like
Yeah,
your
okay.
kit. So usually you want to go Kraken Slayer or like even Shield Bow is okay.
Yeah.
But Gale Force is like it's preference, right? Again, it's preference. It's not gonna win or lose you the game, right?
Yeah.
But it's just about like in terms of like spending time on something that is gonna like
Yeah,
provide.
here I was walking up to trying to bait him.
Okay, yeah, it's a
It's
good bait. Yeah, yeah, this is nice. That's good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean this game you guys are just snowballing now, and it's yeah, that's good. Also, this is so laning phase is done, right? So it's correct that you're like going mid now.
yeah,
Usually after the when laning phase ends is usually when the plays drop, so like around 14 minutes.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
And like and then I just made I think I went bot side once. Just watch let's watch the game and then there's one point I went to bot side and it was like a 50-50 play by me, I think.
yeah. Let me just speed this up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Okay,
all
yeah. No, 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 no. Can you go to the buy? Like the buy screen?
yeah.
Okay, here. Stop it. Should I buy a pickaxe or should I buy a dirk?
Um.
That's what I was debating. Look at me debating and then buying it, selling it, and buying and selling
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
I personally think that Dirk is better because it gives you armor pen,
Yeah, okay.
but it's really not a big deal. Usually it's like I usually would buy Dirk, I think, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the
I
biggest
just wanted
difference.
to do the max damage I could of, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Usually I think Dirk
Yeah.
will be better. But if of course if you can buy pickaxe plus longsword, then you should
Yeah.
do that.
On here, like, yeah, that was not engaged without me having ulti.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice try, but you just don't have ult.
Yeah, so I pinged them off. Like, it was not looking close.
Yeah, we can look at this a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I think right here you kind of walk too far up.
Yeah, I should have just respected the Master Yi ulti.
Oh yeah, you got what did you? Oh, you got slowed by Lilia E. Oh, okay,
Oh yeah, that hits
yeah, that's
everybody.
just really unlucky because you can't see that E coming.
Yeah,
Okay, but yeah, you definitely walked up a little too far and like
yeah.
had to use flash.
Okay, here. When I queued Vayne, should I Gale Force auto for her to die? Or that's so risky to do? Look at it. Now she walks up here, and then I Q. Should I Gale Force auto her?
No, no, you would die. You would die.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I was debating on. I was like, wait.
and it's not guaranteed that you would kill her either because they have
Yeah,
Soraka heals. So.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, with MF, right? In these type of hard lanes, the best thing you can do is like push like try to survive their sustain and yeah, using your ult like this is super good by the way.
Yeah, I thought if I didn't, they're gonna one tap me. So I was like, okay, let me not let them take the wave, like take the turret too.
Yeah. It's kind of sucks that like it's only one wave of minions, but
Yeah,
generally in like an extended laning phase, this is what you want to do like in lane so you can get like a free base timer, right?
yeah. And here, yeah, like I don't lose mid.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, this is my second death. Like, here, what is the perfect play to do? I get a kill, but I had a shutdown, obviously. Because I never thought he would kill him. He would kill them. I just went there to help him, just so he bails out. Because I saw Master Yi before he even commits to his ulti.
So you knew Master Yi was here? Yeah, because you
I
see
I
him
saw him
top
on the
right.
map. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Obviously, here I was like, wait, let me kill this guy. So we dip, but he got poked super hard, so I decided to commit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
here.
so first of all, because you see Master Yi, right? Because you had the foresight to
Yeah,
understand that you're taking a 2v4 and your Kled is doing this
yeah,
because he's a psychopath, right? He's really heads.
yeah.
He's playing the limits to his champion, okay?
Okay, yeah.
But
I
do
thought he was inting too, but I thought let me save him. So
yeah,
I
so
just
so
suicided
you
with him.
int, right? So that's
Yeah.
again, that's the biggest thing you cannot do is like getting baited by your teammates, right? I always say this on
Okay.
stream is like you cannot get baited by your teammates, right? Because even if you know the correct play, even if you're playing this game like really long time and you understand the Master Yi's here and this is a 2v4 and like you have no
Yeah.
flash, right? You can easily die here. But
Yeah.
because you see Kled going in and like he's playing like a maniac, then you also go in. This is
Yeah.
fine. Gale Force auto kill the guy, but now you have to back. Now you just have to piece it.
Yeah.
Right? You just have to
Yeah,
piece
because
it.
Master Yi anyways is
Yeah.
here, so
Yeah.
like even if I don't think even if Vayne doesn't ulti, we're all dead because Master Yi,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
And then Kled is going to get clipped, so he's not tanky.
So what you can do if you're absolutely smurfing it here, okay?
Okay.
You don't know if this brush is worded or not, but if you had a say you had a pink and you can pink this
Okay.
brush, okay, and you see that it's not worded, if you're absolutely smurfing it, okay, you
Yeah.
don't waste your E, right? You would just Gale Force, get Soraka kill.
Oh, eat them and then dip,
Yeah, and but
basically.
then don't use E, but then don't use E, okay? So you Gale
Yeah, okay.
Force, kill Soraka, and if you
And
have
then
a
eat
pink
them.
ward on this brush, you can what you can do is like pink, and you can wait for Vayne to tumble or Lucian to dash, and you can use your E and ulti combo
Yeah, okay.
to like
That
try to
makes more sense.
2v3 or 2v4 them.
Yeah.
But again, it's very risky and it's
Mhm.
like it's not really recommended
Yeah,
because it's like it takes a lot to recognize these type of plays to do that, right?
yeah.
So it's not
And
really
then
something that you should rely on, is what I'm saying.
yeah, and then Kled was not even ahead for me to try to make
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
huge 1v9 play.
Like if yeah, if
If here
Kled,
I just backed, I think I should be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fine.
You're 100% fine. After this Q, just back off. Just back off right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Just
Yeah,
back off
here
right now. Try to save your E. Again, this E, you
yeah,
kind of wasted it. You didn't hit
okay.
anyone. But even if you hit them, it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use your
Yeah, okay.
E so it chains with your teammates' spell or it chains with your ulti. Don't use your E if it's just like
Random.
yeah, just
Yeah,
random. Yeah,
random storm.
because it slows, but like it doesn't do any damage, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that the absolute Smurf play is like get this kill back, or if you had a pink this. You can hide in
Yeah,
this brush and then turn
make
with your
another
E and
play.
ulti, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine like they're chasing Kled right
Yeah.
now and they're right here, right? And you're hiding in this brush because they think you backed, right?
Yeah,
And then you
obviously.
just use your E ult and like you're just gonna fuck them. Maybe you guys can win 2v3, but
Yeah, when he Q's here, we just ulti and then they're
exactly.
all dead.
Yeah. It's not guaranteed that they'll ult die, but like that's the like if you really want
Like,
to fight, that's
if
what you have to do,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna die regardless because Master Yi, but I think we would then have like got more kills,
But yeah.
anyways. Oh yeah, and that wave, like yeah, that's what was saying. At one point, I walked back. I walked bot side for I don't think why I did
You
that.
mean this wave?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I go back ahead, like yeah, I go further. See this wave.
Mm-hmm.
I walked bot side to begin with because Mundo was in lane, and then he went back, like back clearing top, and then he backed and cancelled his back and went mid. So I decided to go bot side.
Yeah,
Is
that
it a fine play,
yeah,
or is it end?
it's fine. It's completely
And
fine.
then I took this because Mr. Mundo was taking my wave, so I was like, okay, let me take this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's completely fine. This is all fine. This is all good. This is good as well. You see how this E is like because you have the intention to E ulti, right?
yeah,
It makes your E so much better, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then I needed to.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. You know what I mean, right? With your E.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
He's
yeah. I mean, this is just
slow
yeah. This is
ulti.
GG.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Okay, this is just
I, the
yeah,
flash.
yeah, just
I
the
don't know
flash.
about the flash.
Yeah, it's just it's fine. You guys still kill them, but like
Yeah.
it's not the
I
most ideal
I
flash.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought I would kill like we would kill Lucian faster and he shouldn't be over there. But I don't know, I shouldn't flash anyways. And then it's GG obviously.
Yeah, that's GG.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I would say the biggest takeaways, right, is just understanding that like the matchup
Yeah.
that this matchup is like you guys have to all in while they're poke lane.
Yeah.
So with that
Obviously.
understanding, always try to be topped off with your potions, especially if you're going 3 pots, right? Use your
Yeah, okay.
potions.
Use them. Yeah.
Yeah, don't feel bad about saving your potions. Like that's doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, I usually save them just because I wanna stay longer in lane, so I always stay them. I was like, okay, I'm low now
Yeah.
because he doesn't have Q for 10 more seconds, and then I pop it
So that mentality is like you're trying to get the most value out of your potions, right?
technically.
Yeah, but that way of using your potions is only you're only getting the value out of it from sustaining. But your
Yeah.
lane, again, it's not a
That's
sustained lane.
unsustainable. Yeah,
Yes, their
we get shit on.
enemy team is a sustained lane. You want to all in, so
Yeah, okay.
it's a different like mentality. It's a different like way of approaching your potions, basically, right?
Yeah.
So that's just again, that's just like the matchups. Yeah, and then
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I'm mainly struggling in lane more than outside of lane.
yeah, it's honestly laning. It has a lot to do with like
The
wave
game.
manipulation and knowledge on like
Yeah.
matchups and
Yeah.
like trying to outtrade, try to outplay the enemy. Like that's only when you're actually when both sides understand the matchups is like
Yeah, it matters the
when you
most.
actually need to outplay the enemy in lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you have a better understanding of the lane matchup than enemy and you're playing it accordingly, you're just gonna win the lane automatically. There's nothing like unless he heavily outplays you, there's nothing they can do to
Yeah, I
like
mean if he's like
do
hard
that, right?
smurfing all flash Eing and
Yeah,
doing stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much
that
it
is yep.
for this session.
Yeah, that was good to know. I took some notes, obviously.
That's good.
Yeah, so I don't grieve.